Welcome back to Anarchy in the Ukulele. Me and Paul here today.
Hi Kev.
What are we doing?
I guess we're looking at this baby here.
Okay, so this is a brand new Fender Acoustic 100 amplifier.
I like it. It looks like an old wireless.
It does, doesn't it? The styling of it is really very nice. We've literally just got this out of the box and plugged in and played for about, what, a minute and a half?
Yeah, it was a good minute and a half.
It was a good minute and a half, yeah.
It really was.
So we're doing this as we experience it. So we don't know much about it.
Like any good reviewer would.
Any good reviewer. We've done no research whatsoever.
So if you know anything, put it in the comments.
We're completely lacking in research and finesse. But hey, we're here. Paul's in his swimming trunks for some bizarre reason.
That's because it's 41 degrees. So there you go.
But don't worry, this will be the last video we allow him to be in his swimming trunks for.
I bet it won't. So tell me about it, because it's a very good looking thing.
Well, so we wanted an acoustic amp, so we wanted to try this one out. It's quite hefty in... Quite a lot of people have very small acoustic guitar amps.
Just explain to me, when you say acoustic amp, I know what that is, but what is
you?
Well, I'm heading down the line of maybe I don't. For a viewer who may not know, what actually is the difference between an electric one for an electric guitar and one for an acoustic guitar?
A couple of differences. It's mainly in the range of the speaker.
Right.
So this is far more likely to be a full range speaker.
Right.
Whereas electric guitars normally don't quite have the bass end.
Okay.
Bass guitar amps are normally more of a full range amp.
Okay.
They still seem to have the top end, so you get kind of like the slap comes through the bass and things like that.
Yeah.
It's why you don't really ever want to plug a bass guitar into a normal guitar amp.
Right.
You can plug an acoustic guitar into a normal guitar amp. I mean, it's not really going to hurt it, but you'll lose a certain amount of bottom end.
Okay.
From it. So this is more of a full range speaker. This is almost like a studio monitor type speaker.
Oh, okay.
In all honesty, so it's got that kind of depth. You get the highs, but the really kind of bassy lows as well.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Did that help you?
Yes. Thank you for your knowledge.
So this is this Fender Acoustic 100. Styling of it, I really like the styling of it. Let's start there. I think so. It's so I'm talking about a ukulele. It's got wooden sides and back. It's got plywood, which I'm presuming is actually some kind of laminate, but I don't know. But yeah, wooden sides and back, which are really nice. I feel like it's a little wooden bottom as well.
Yeah. I
feel like it'd sit quite nice in my living room.
Is your living room from the 70s? Only Fools and Horses set? Because that's what I feel like it would sit in. In a good way. In a good way. Don't look around for confirmation.
Paul's talking style again.
Paul, we've talked about this.
Kept saying this would look chic in his house. And I think it's very 70s looking, yeah.
Right, yeah, chic, I said.
His house is very 70s.
Is it?
It is, yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, lava lamps in every room.
Yeah. It is a great looking thing.
I think it's stylish.
Yeah, I do. I mean, if you compare it to an amp like that...
Well, hold on, you just said it should be Only Fools and Horses.
Yeah, but that's the ultimate style.
Well, yeah.
We all know that.
Sorry, for you, yeah. No, I really like it. I think it's really cool because it doesn't look like a normal amplifier.
No. I have a quick question. Where's the handle?
There is no handle, but we believe that there's a little port at the top there.
Right.
Which I'm presuming is also some kind of sound port.
Yeah.
But it's also a handle, so you can pop your hand in there.
Yeah.
It's not, to be honest, it's not an amp that I'd kind of want to take out and about that much because it's going to get quite bashed around.
Yeah, it looks too good to take out.
Yeah, you'd have to flight case it up, I think.
Yeah, audiences don't deserve that.
Yeah. But so coming on to the looks and the whole thing, we've got a bit of a gripe about this, which I read about online and thought people are so picky and moan about absolutely anything.
Yeah.
And I read somebody saying that they've tucked the tickets that come on all new Fender stuff under this bevel edge here, and it was really stupid and they couldn't get them out. And we've got exactly the same problem. It's almost like they're tied to something under this.
Yeah.
And you can't get them out.
Do you want me to yank that really hard? That. Nothing else. I mean, I will.
Wow.
I bet I can get it off.
Well, no, you can't. But this also has the spec sheet, which we're going to use because, like I say, we've done heavy research.
Yeah.
I mean, was it 3 online lessons?
What, in how to use it or
There
how
you
to
go, Paul.
play?
You'll be needing those.
For guitar, bass and ukulele. Start my trial.
Yeah. Get on that ukulele one.
I will do. I'll see
know,
what they can teach me.
And then this one is our spec. And these,
And
I mean, look what we're left with.
Yeah.
And
that
I don't
is
actually
weird.
think that they pull out. I think they're tied on. So I
Yeah.
think we've got to, like, either undo the knots, which we're now not going to do because I've just pulled them really tight,
Yeah, well done.
or we've got to cut them off.
Yeah.
So what a stupid thing, Fender. Because you haven't put a handle on it
Yeah,
to tie them round, you've tied them around that.
yeah, but they could time around one of
Silly,
these or
silly
something, couldn't
people.
they, easy
Can I
enough,
come
so-
and inspect it?
Yeah, you can come. Hold on a second. Come and hold my ukulele, quick. Phone's ringing. Phone's ringing.
Your phone?
Yeah.
Oh.
I can't get to it. Paul, pass me the phone.
Do you mean the
The hotline.
Anarchy
The hotline.
hotline?
Quick, it's ringing.
Well, they can wait.
Oh, they've stitched it in.
There you go. Be polite when you answer it. Like, how may I help you? That
Ring,
kind
ring,
of thing.
ring, ring.
It's already ringing.
Oh.
Hello. It's Leo.
Saya?
I knew you weren't going to get it. Paul, it's Leo.
Saya? That's the only Leo there is.
Bongo boy, it's Leo. Oh, people, it's Leo Fender.
Oh, of course it is. Yeah.
Never heard
yeah.
Invented the
Yeah.
basically invented the electric guitar.
Get it. Yeah. Wasn't that Les Paul who invented the?
Yes.
I think you'll find.
Leo, mate, I'd go by your surname.
All right, that joke didn't work. Paul, put the phone back.
You weren't polite. I said be
This
polite.
is quite
and you just went,
irritating.
hello.
That's
You
how,
know.
that's how I answered the phone. Have I never answered the phone to you?
Let me
It's
just-
really irritating.
You know
isn't
who
it?
could get those off? My mum. Right, I'm gonna go.
Oh, dear.
Take your Barry.
So, Leo Fender, bad job. I mean, Leo Fender's dead, I think, but
I think he is.
in fact, I know he is.
Yeah.
Right, so specs. Let's have a look. 100 watt output power.
Yeah. Is that over one speaker?
Is one 8-inch full range
Okay.
speaker. Not free range, full range.
Full range. Yeah. Excellent.
So 100 watts. Is that loud, Paul?
That's pretty loud. I mean, normally I think of, if I'm doing a gig, I think minimum 40 watts, so 100 watts, a lot.
100 watts is a lot, isn't it? 100 watts, you could do a pretty sizable gig
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah. Especially
could-
for an acoustic one.
Yeah, like marquee type gigs.
Yeah.
Plenty loud enough for miking up as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty much going to do anything you want at 100 watts. So that's pretty good. It's got Bluetooth streaming.
Okay.
So
Fantastic.
you can stream your backing tracks to it, which is pretty cool. It is a finished plywood cabinet
Okay.
with integrated
Handle.
carry handle.
Oh, I like it.
Definitely is a handle. Studio quality effects, we'll get to those later. Are they studio quality? Everyone says the studio
Yeah.
quality effects. Annoys me a little bit. I'm going to read what it says on here. Fender's Acoustic 100 Amplifier. I can't read.
Except you can't read.
Shall I read it?
No, I'm going to read what it says on here. Fender's Acoustic 100 Amplifier delivers full natural tone for acoustic electric guitar and microphone. We'll get onto microphone in a bit.
Okay.
You never know. I mean, Abby might come and feature.
Cool. No mention of the word ukulele yet.
Yeah. It's specially designed. Yeah, it doesn't mention the ukulele. Specially designed wood cabinet complements the acoustic guitar's form and voice.
Okay.
So this is what's technically known as marketing spiel.
Yeah.
Because I mean, what a load of
Yeah.
complements the acoustic guitar's form. What is made out of wood.
Yeah.
I mean, so is our picnic bench outside. I would say compliments.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. The perfect portable system for solo performance. The Acoustic 100 amp has two channels designed for instrument or microphone use, each with studio quality effects.
Yeah.
Other convenient features include Bluetooth wireless streaming, universal voltage for international use, and more. Well,
okay.
I want to know what the more
Well,
is.
yeah, that's intergalactic use.
What is more? So, two channels with combination XLR jacks. So these little things, I'm
Yeah.
presuming this is being picked up on this camera. That's in
That's
quite
sturdy.
tight. So basically, you've got a combined XLR for your microphone, you plug in there, and your jacks plug in the middle.
Yeah.
Pretty commonplace nowadays, but they were new a few years ago and they revolutionised this kind of thing. So combination XLR 1/4 inch inputs. The next bit is volume.
That's
as you would
useful.
hope.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just going through the channel bit. So high, mid, low equaliser, we've got in the middle section there. Phase switch for feedback reduction.
Okay.
So if you are getting feedback, you can try flicking the phase switch.
Okay.
It sometimes works. I mean, it's not a feedback killer really.
Right.
Effects level control. So we've got control over the amount of effects that you've got in.
Yeah.
And then we've got effects select control with reverb, delay, chorus, vibratone, and more.
Vibratone. Ooh.
Yeah.
Look forward to that.
We'll find out what the more is in a minute.
Yeah.
So we've got all of our effects selection there.
Okay.
I'm going to go through all the effects, which is another gripe that we've got, is that you've got these really bright lights that you can see on the top here, which means that even in reasonable light, like we've got in the studio here, it's really hard to read what the effects are.
Yeah, it just blinds you, doesn't it?
Yeah, and on a stage, you would have no hope at all of actually reading
No.
what they were. So you've got to kind of know that which one you're aiming at.
Yeah.
So if I can see it, we've got room, reverb, hall reverb, echo, delay, chorus, vibratone, and then we've got delay plus chorus, and delay plus reverb.
Okay.
So kind of pretty much what you're going to want out of this.
Yeah.
Other features: universal voltage control. We've gone through that. USB jack for audio recording.
Okay, so that's pretty useful.
That's pretty cool. So it acts as a audio interface. Pretty good actually, because it kind of gives you a mic preamp in there as well. So if all you want, if you're at home and you're just recording guitar and voice,
Yeah, perfect.
which lots of people do, and they buy like these little Focusrite 2-channel interfaces, you could probably do an awful lot with this.
Especially with the XLR for your mics.
Yeah, and it's got a headphone output on there as well. So, I mean, it's not going to give you everything that an audio interface gives you, but you could certainly get some recordings done.
Yeah.
Auxiliary input for use with external audio devices. So again, if you've got backing tracks that you want to plug in, you can plug them in there. If you're old school,
Yeah.
like Paul, probably got his mobile CD player.
My Walkman.
Do you remember the ones that you had in cars?
Yeah.
Where you'd plug it into, you'd had a tape deck in your car, and the tape deck would have a wire coming out of it. So you plug this special tape into the tape deck that would connect to a CD player.
Yeah.
That any vibration on the road
would kill.
would stop the CD player from working.
I had the modern version of that. My tape player plugged into my iPod.
That is quite modern.
That is quite modern.
Yeah.
I had the CD one.
Has anyone told Abby as well that she hasn't got a microphone on?
That's why I'm trying to shout.
Right, where were we? Stereo XLR line outputs on the back, so that's really nice.
Okay.
So if you have got a recording interface,
Yeah.
or if you're using this in a gig and you've got front of house sound, you could get your sound all sorted with the reverb that you want, the chorus that you want. Don't rely on the front of house engineer. Vocals as well, you could put through it, and then give them a feed straight out the XLRs on the back.
Yeah.
To go to the PA. That's pretty cool. Headphone output. It's great. Plug your headphone in. Foot switch jack for optional 4-button effects on-off switch. So we haven't got that because you had to pay more for it.
Yeah.
But that does give you some added functionality. It gives you tap tempo. Also gives you a tuner.
Oh, okay.
So I'm presuming that's built into the pedal. Because I
unless
can't
it's
see
these
anything on
lights.
here.
I don't know. So it could be them lights, but they look a bit like the lights on Knight Rider when he used to speak.
Kit, yeah, 2 rows of.
Yeah, which
Well,
is a
I
good
think
look.
kits were red, but
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
good reference to anyone
Yeah.
over 45, which is most of our audience.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's all we've got on this.
It's quite small for 100 watts. I remember years
It
ago.
is, isn't it?
To get a 100 watt amp, I had an old Laney 100 watt amp, and it was about 3 times the size of that.
Yeah.
So it's pretty compact. I haven't. Do you know? I don't suppose you know how much it weighs, but have you picked it up?
I have picked it up, and I have a weakened left hand because I
Okay.
broke it,
Right.
being stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, it's carryable.
Okay.
It's carryable.
Quick question about the channels, Kev.
Yeah, this is really annoying me.
It is. I can tell that's getting on
It's
your nerves.
really
me a
annoying
little bit. You can, stupid question, but you can have both channels at once, so we can both jam for it.
We can both jam.
The old amps, you'd plug one channel in, go to plug the other in, and it cut the other one out. So you can have them both at once. So that's good for sort of band situations, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ideal.
I think it's great, but also, I mean, solo singer-songwriter, it's just perfect, isn't it? A vocal channel with, separate volume, EQ, choose a completely separate effects and effects level.
Yeah, it's very useful, isn't it?
Brilliant, really, really good.
Yeah.
So should we see what it sounds like?
Yeah.
Do you want to play?
Yeah.
You play and I'll fiddle.
You play and I'll fiddle.
Let's start with it with no effects. So completely clean. Turn the effects level down. I'm going to put the EQ flat. Volume about. So this is with the volume, what's that, about a third of the way up?
Yeah. And this is completely flat.
That's it flat. It's a little bit tinny, but
a little bit.
I don't know whether that's the ukulele. If I do the same on mine, I won't be playing that rinky-tink stuff.
Because you can't play rinky-tink stuff, even though you want to.
Well, I didn't say I wanted
Sign up
to.
for some lessons with Fender.
Leo,
Yeah.
to get him on the phone.
So sounds a lot better. That sounds beautiful. Like you said,
It does sound nicer, yeah, because it's got the low end. So
Yeah.
let's start with the basics. Let's play around with your sound, see if we can get a nicer sound.
Okay, I'll do sort of something other than chords then, I think.
Yeah,
for the
play.
moment. It got better when you altered the effects, didn't it?
So yeah, we basically drowned it in reverb.
Yeah, which
But,
cures everything.
to be honest, that's what you do, isn't it?
Yeah, let's just quickly try a bit of chord action. That's made a world of difference, I'd say.
Yeah, I think that's nice. I think one of the issues here is that ukuleles have a quite narrow spectrum,
Yeah,
particularly soprano, concert, tenor,
yeah,
and that never then performs that well amped up. Whether it's via a pickup, it's better with a microphone. It's better with the microphone because the room sound that you get going into the microphone kind of adds in a frequency spectrum. You get kind of a lower end
yeah,
sound, even though it's not pronounced. What you're hearing is mostly the ukulele, but you just get that room sound in there.
yeah,
And I find when you DI, so you go directly into that, you lose any of that room sound. So we're getting a bit from the amp, but the amp's so loud
yeah.
that we're getting overpowered with mid and treble.
It seems a little bit better on chords than sort of single note, really, doesn't it? A little bit.
Yeah, I don't know.
Still
I
really
like
nice
singing
though.
that, but yeah. So I think that's kind of it's not a problem with the ukulele because that's what it is. But you
Challenge. Call it a challenge, Kev.
yeah, I think it is always challenging to go use the direct outputs. In recording, generally, I don't ever DI.
Really?
We would always put microphones up
Yeah.
for that reason. We could DI it and add a bunch of effects to it and mess around with it, but it's just natural if it sounds in the room, I think.
I mean, what I quite like about it, when you're plugging it in, it does still sound like an acoustic instrument. It's not making it sound like an electric instrument. If you play classical on this, it's still going to sort of sound okay, isn't it? That's nice. I like it.
Okay, let's run through the effects. So we've had a couple of reverbs there. We've had the room and the hall.
Yeah.
Let's try the echo. Well, so that's like a real slap back, really quick echo.
It is very quick, isn't it? Can you alter that echo
I
then?
don't think you can alter it on here. I think that's where the foot switch should come in.
Sorry.
It's kind of reminiscent of playing a school fete where you've got those little like halo speakers around the place and you hear them echoing around.
Yeah.
But it could be quite useful. So we've got a delay. Let's give that a try.
Nice.
So again, you've got this issue of us not having the pedal actually with this, haven't you? Because you can't change the speed of the delay on here.
It's okay.
Whereas if you have the pedal, you can do tap tempo.
It's nice.
Nice delay. Because there's not that much control over it. We've got effects level, so if I whack that up, just give us a few sharp stabs or something.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, so you can kind of play around with that.
Yeah.
But it is perhaps showing that you do need the pedal. Chorus. Not a big fan of chorus.
I was always going to play that when you have to play it as soon as you get a chorus. I like that.
You are an 80s.
I'm an 80s
You are
man,
a big
aren't I?
80s man, aren't you?
Yeah.
So that chorus. Right. Vibratone.
Now, what is a vibratone? It's not like a tremolo?
Well, it's like a vibrato, but it's a bit more twangy than a tremolo.
That's a weird one, isn't it?
Right, so we've got delay and chorus. That's the worst I've ever heard you. And then
and you've heard me bad.
delay and reverb.
Delay
This would be quite usable.
It's okay.
It's quite nice. I think most people, if we're honest, are going to put it on reverb.
Yeah.
Probably
Right,
put too much on it
Yeah.
and then back it off eventually.
Yeah.
And that's probably what they're going to do. But it's a nice section of effects. Is it studio quality effects? I mean, who knows?
Well, you own a studio, so you should know.
Yeah, you can buy some studio quality effects for £100, or you can buy some for £10,000. I mean,
Just run it clean again for a
everything is.
sec.
So right, completely clean.
That is a nice sound.
For me, it's just nicer with that tiny touch of reverb on there. Turn it down a little bit, give that a go. Yeah.
I'm impressed with it.
I think it's nice. I think with the baritone ukulele, so we were playing around with this earlier, you get that bass end in there.
Yeah.
It's a real. You can really hear the speaker kind of working on that. So if we do that with a bit of effect on, oops, where are we? So I've got my EQ completely flat there.
That to me was really nice.
Yeah. Can't play it.
Sounds really pretty, doesn't it? Play together, do a couple of chords. What chords you want to do?
go.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's really nice.
Yeah.
But that doesn't have the argument that you think this is like a guitar.
Yeah. Just try them together. Try C and G. Just do C and G chords. Use that.
I'm gonna do the G6, the G.
Oh, controversial.
We do an A minor G6.
They blend well together.
Yeah, because I mean that's what I keep harping on about, is that if you're in a group having a baritone and then a tenor and then a concert or a soprano, you get that full spectrum.
So just
really nice.
noodle over a C chord for me. And then you do a C chord and I'll noodle over you. Yeah, I think it works really well together. I like that. I can see if we're like an acoustic duo.
Yeah, it's quite nice. If you were sit practicing something, it'd be quite nice.
Yeah, very pleasant and not, good manageable size.
Right,
carryable.
shall we get Abby on and do a vocal channel?
Just tell me how much it cost, Kev.
Ooh, £360. Is
I'm
that right,
surprised.
Bongo Boy?
I thought you meant me coming on to sing.
Yeah, we
I
are.
was surprised that you. No, I thought Paul was asking how much it would cost to get me on to sing.
£300.
Yeah, so get Abby to
Yeah,
sing.
and
Yeah,
I was
Abby knows
surprised.
I was
peanuts.
genuinely surprised that you went with the price.
Normally a cupcake does it.
I think that's cheap. I think £300 for that. I mean, it's
360,
all relative,
I
but
think.
360, I would happily pay that for it. I think.
Yeah, I mean it's cheaper than some of the other amps we've got, but
How's it compared to the little Yamaha one? How much was that?
they're quite expensive.
Yeah, aren't they?
Because that one's really small. I think that was about 200, but
Yeah.
they are quite expensive. But they can't get anywhere near the volume as this.
No, of course.
And this is the volume right down, so we've got loads of headroom there to go with.
So I guess they've gone for 100 watts, so it can be really used for gigging, can't it?
Right, let's do a bit of magic and swap for Abby.
Fantastic.
Oh,
You always do. You can't just appear, can you?
I thought
You
that was
always have to
great.
act it.
If I just appeared,
Unbelievable.
there'd be a,
Unbelievable.
there'd be a jolt.
I might magic pull back.
I'm playing with my mic and it's.
Yeah, don't play with your mic. So we've now got your mic plugged in.
What?
Yeah. So this channel here, we've got it in channel 2, and it's exactly the same, really. So we had some EQ on there for Paul, so we'll take that off. So obviously works in the same way because it's the same channel, but we can try different effects on your voice. This might be cool.
Oh.
So right, go on, talk into the microphone, sing.
La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la
So that's
la
our reverb.
la la la.
Bit of echo.
La. Do 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 do. Why did I choose this?
Don't know, that's quite nice. Keep going.
La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Do 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 do.
All I really want to get to is the vibratone.
Can you do one that doesn't make me sound really flat and out of pitchy?
Well, that might be difficult. Go on, try this one.
Loving you
I can't even hear that.
is easy 'cause you're beautiful.
I don't think that
Every
works.
day of my life is filled with loving you.
Okay, so the vibraphone doesn't,
La, la,
or
la, la,
vibratone
la.
doesn't really work.
La la
Right.
la la la.
Okay, so we'll have a bit of reverb with
A
you.
lot of reverb.
Right, should we do a song?
Let's.
See what it sounds like.
I got a lot of reverb.
Yeah, loads.
Okay.
Shed loads. What are we going to do?
Should we turn off the lights? Do a little bit of dancing in the dark.
It's like I was ready.
Get up in the evening dancing in the dark.
It's really nice, isn't it?
Yeah, that's quite hard for me because I say dancing normally.
Dancing in the dark.
Oh, I don't know why I'm talking into this. I just love it. I love this Fender.
I think it's
100.
really cool. I think it's really cool. It's a really nice amp. I think it's a good enough price. I don't think it's cheap at just under £400. Really, it's not cheap, but I think it sounds really, really nice. Should we get Paul back in to say goodbye and have a little sing song out?
Thank you for joining us, and the Fender 100, our new little friend. Yeah, we're friends with it, right?
Yeah. Good old Leo.
Please send us free stuff, Leo, from the grave. Thank you for joining us. Did I already say that?
Yes. No mind.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell. Message keeps getting clearer. Radio's on and I'm moving around my place. Check my look in the mirror. Wanna change my clothes, my hair, my face. Man, I ain't getting nowhere. Just living it up in a dump like this. Something's happening somewhere. Baby, I just know that there is. Can't start a fire. Can't start a fire without a spark. This gun's for hire. Even if we're just dancing in the dark.
Dancing
Dancing in the dark.
Cool. Awesome amp.